for lack of a better term?
Mark, I would be less than honest if I said to you, and I'm not, that I have not thought about it. The fact of the matter is we've tried to kill that snake, I think, 3 or 4 different ways, and it's a snake. He doesn't appear. What did the great philosopher say? If you're going to hit a snake, kill it, because it'll come back and bite you. This is a snake that we haven't beheaded yet. And, I mean, I hate him. I went in, I didn't go. This is a funny story. Can I tell it? One night, Rick Cobb, who's my teacher, I said, tell me about this. He said, Deb, I've never been in here. He won't quit because he likes what you. I said, you know, your job is different than, you've got to be able to tell me stuff. Within about 10 minutes, I convinced him to go to the video poker machine, the store. He had to go to the credit union. He didn't have any cash. He had to go to the credit union and stop and get money out of his teller ID account. And he came back the next day. He said it took him all night to get the smoke off of his clothes. It was the saddest thing he'd ever seen. And since then, I've talked to a lot of people. I've looked at them around Capitol Boulevard. You drive out there, you can see, I mean, I've never seen such. I've never been in one. But I hear tell that it's really kind of sad when you go in. And I know there's a lot of money. I've listened to folks tell me about all the money they're making and what it's their entertainment and all that. I know both sides. I don't know where I am Mark on it, but if you do it, it's got to be regulated. It's got to be controlled. It's got to have some kind of oversight. Kids don't belong in there. You know, I was the tie-vote breaker on the lottery, so obviously, philosophically, I'm not opposed to gambling. I understand that it's an addiction, and I understand you've got to help people. But I've never been one to believe that I'm the mother of North Carolina or that the president's the mother of America, daddy of America, that I ought to tell people if they can drink. I mean, I've never tried to regulate people's personal choices. So I don't know, but I don't like what I've heard from Red, and I don't like what I see, and I don't like the fact that they can just pop up and open up overnight, and people appear to be getting scammed. I can't prove that. That's just how I feel.
So as you've given sort of suggestions and direction to the General Assembly on some other things, what would you like to see them do next year to either stamp out what exists now or to create some sort of more sanctioned system? You know, would you like to see it come under the lottery, for example?
I'm not that far, and I think, quite frankly, I know what's happening now I find personally offensive. And if you're going to have it, it has to be controlled. It has to be utterly regulated. There has to be a revenue stream that we can look at. There has to be guarantees that people who are risking their money are at least having an opportunity to reward, just like a lottery. But I don't know enough about it. I talked to my good friend from West Virginia, Joe Manchin, and I actually had a long discussion with him. They have done that in West Virginia. They figured out a way to regulate it under the lottery. I'm going to look at some material. I actually went with him to see one of the casinos they both did. You know, I'm looking for honest revenue that may be very controversial with all of y'all. So anything that's an option is on my plate. But do I think I'm going to go there? I don't have a clue. I don't think so.